Okay, good. Very good.
Boulder, Colorado. Sunday night, 24th November, 2019. Just cruising. Star on the mountain. We're on 9th Street. It's a historic cemetery. Star on the mountain. You guys should have seen the driving I was doing earlier. It's kind of hard to record the kind of driving I was doing earlier. Power slides, on ice, up dirt roads, in the mountains. It would blow your mind. Chautauqua Park. This is Baseline. Downshifting to second. Conserve the brakes on the hill. You wear your brakes out, driving up and down mountain roads, and drive. You gotta go to the first sometimes. You use transmission. Slow the vehicle down. Save your brakes. It's way, way better for the vehicle and for your fucking checkbook. Green arrow, take it right. This is Broadway. Nothing but green lights up ahead, baby. Yeah, as soon as I said it, bang, yellow. The moment I spoke it. Got a tail light out. You know, that's no good. That's a real easy stop for a cop to make for a $2 light bulb. It'll cost you time and money to fight the ticket, and a simple repair, simple little vehicle maintenance. Walk around your vehicle once in a while, check your lights. Will keep you from getting a random stop by the cops. I cannot stress how important it is to keep your vehicle running. You know, you don't want to sit on the side of the road with a flat tire or a blown radiator for any length of time whatsoever. Especially if you're holding anything or just not in the mood to talk to the officers in general. You are a sitting target, and if they drive by and got nothing better to do, they'll pull up and even ask you if you want help. But 50%, 6 one way, half dozen the other. They're always looking for something, man. There's it's not the 50s anymore. It's not the 70s. Cops aren't your friends. Okay, I understand they serve a purpose, but the militant police force that we deal with on a daily basis is a real thing. People get shot dead over trying to fight for their kids, and by the police. And I'm not saying all the time, but there's an issue when the only people who have guns are law enforcement. And I'm telling you that's a fact. That's a fact. The very first sign of the demise of a society and equality with its citizens and its rights is when the government starts to take the people's guns. And I'm telling you, shall not be infringed upon means exactly that. I'll tell you, the people who want to fight the worst, the people who are most opposed to the government, are exactly the ones that will arm themselves and regardless of the law, and who, by the Constitution, by the word of the Constitution, should be armed, because it is exactly the point of the Constitution to keep the people able to take back the power, or at least for the government to know that there are people who are armed and willing to take back the power. Giving all the power to government, voting yourself out of the equation with your active vote is foolish and asinine, and throughout history has failed. Failed. If this country has any economic issues, it's because we have not leveraged the Second Amendment. Firearms are valuable. We're one of the only countries in the world that can do what we can do. The very nature of capitalism and making money revolves around business. This country should be producing more firearms than any other country in the world. And as far as I know, we do. But it should also be common for people to have startup businesses around that and have the opportunity to see what they can do. When firearms started, when black powder was a thing, when there was an actual day of firearms in America, there was the most cutthroat, business savvy, venturing and investments that the country's, possibly some of the businesses that the country's ever seen, and names that have lasted forever. Colt, Winchester, okay? Everybody has heard these words. We should have that kind of competition and that kind of lively spirit in America around that industry today. And if we did, this country would not have any money problems, and people would not be afraid of guns because everybody would be making them, buying them, selling them, having them. And I'm telling you, the more knowledge you have about firearms, the better. If you want to be safe with firearms, if you want to know how to handle a weapon you haven't handled before, educate yourself. Educate yourself about your rights, about the law, and think about this. How many cops per person are there? If everybody dialed 911 all at once, how many people do you think would get the help they need? Okay? If you ever needed to find a way to feed yourself, and you had to think the awful, terrible thought of harvesting a deer or a turkey yourself in the wild, how are you gonna do it? With your bare hands? You gonna go choke it out? You do that, I wanna watch. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.